sun. It's alright. Darling. Darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Ready for it? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Govinda, Radha, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Chandra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga Nityananda. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Gauranga.
OGEbeats.com.
Krishna Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Gauranga.
Beats by SV.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Beats by SV. Beats by SV.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Purchase your track today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Purchase
Rama
your tracks
Rama,
today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Gauranga Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Purchase your tracks
Krishna
today.
Chaitanya. All right. Chant some japa here. Get your beanbags out. Turn your mics on. Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Oh my God.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Jai
Krishna
Jai
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Jai Jai Gauranga,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Gaur Hari
Krishna,
Das, Jai
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Oh,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Yes. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare,
Hare
Ah, yes.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Rama
Hare.
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare 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 Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Oh
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Rama
Oh,
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
It's
Hare
okay, it's okay.
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Rama
Nityananda,
Rama
Nityananda,
Rama Hare Krishna
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda.
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Nityananda Nityananda
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Nityananda,
Om
Nityananda,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna, Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri
Jai Chaitanya,
Jaya
Jai Shri
Jaya
Advaita
Jaya
Chandra,
Jaya Gaura
I'm always amazed. I just, how simple it is, how it's like, wow, I thought of this before, but not like this. So like deep, ever deepening understanding, yeah, it's just all about the spirit is being given now. The spirit of bhakti is being given again now. That's it. It's simple. Now all these verses, I just totally understand. Even starting with Jesus, even. His preaching was all about that. In the book of John, talks about the Spirit wasn't given. The Spirit wasn't given, and then it was given. See, the Spirit is given, and then the party begins. The same thing with, I was in ISKCON, the Spirit wasn't given, with Prabhupada wasn't given. He had it. They kept, that's why they kept it inside. Wasn't given. Yeah. The conclusive understanding wasn't given. Even Bhaktivinoda said the acharyas usually, they ascertain the truth of the Bhagavatam. The only way you can ascertain the truth of the Bhagavatam is with the Spirit. And then they keep it for themselves. They keep the Spirit for themselves. That's what they've done until now. See, when I started to share the Spirit with my friends coming to the thing, Prabhupada comes, yes, this has my approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. More of that. Give the Spirit, man. See, I was in the Narayan Maharaj and I was looking for that Spirit, that special Spirit. Nothing like Bhakti Devi. Wasn't given. Even said, don't express anything. And, he didn't, was holding back the dam of the Spirit. Even the devotees, when Lord Caitanya, the Spirit wasn't given to that extent. He even said, they came and begged him for that because he was sharing the Spirit. It started the beginning of the Sankirtan movement, the prema, the real Sankirtan movement, not the play act. The beginning of the sharing of the Spirit was chapter 1 of Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, middle pastimes. He began to share the Spirit. People started to get intoxicated with the Spirit. Therefore, you can become conclusive. You can understand the Bhagavatam. Without it, listen, you guys, if you don't have this Spirit, you're just going to be in your heads. You're not going to be clear. You're going to be speculation. Only the Spirit gives the ability. That's why people can't understand us. And if you don't receive the Spirit, see, that ecstatic spirit, the Lord even said he came to accept the path of ecstatic love. The devotees are the path of ecstatic love. Jesus was the path of the beginning of that. That's why he said, I'm the way, his example. He was filled with the spirit of bhakti. And then it was given at the Pentecost. Yeah, I mean, it's that simple. I'm amazed how simple it gets, It's all about that, the spirit, man. You all should be listening up. In the Narayan Raj group, it wasn't given. I checked it out. In the Radhakund Babaji's, it was not given. I checked it out. They're all, something, trying to keep things going, sentimentally, materially sentimentally. That you can't get this. It has to be given. Lord Caitanya had to come and give it. It's being given again just because it is. Yeah, and that's why you see the confirmation was Prabhupada and Krishna. And you're the triple confirmation. The book talks about the Spirit. It's all about the preaching. What do you think the book was written by those filled with that spirit of bhakti, devotion? They're the only ones who understand these deeper things. And until you're filled with the Spirit, you can't understand them either. You're still just studying the scriptures, studying the Vedas. The best you can do is become a theologian, and the world will think, oh, he's so smart. It's like they think, Acharya Dev's so smart. No, you have to have the Spirit. Otherwise, you don't really deeply understand these things. You're not complete in your bhakti. Yeah, trippy, man. This whole thing, man. It's like, yeah. Does that make sense to anybody out there? Yeah, the whole book, the whole book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, is about devotees filled with the Spirit, the Lord going around filled with the Spirit, right? Trip to India, he's intoxicated with the Spirit, sharing the Spirit to the massive extent. And whoever accepts it, you got to accept the path of it. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just in religion. What is that? It's no big deal. The Lord said, unless Krishna arises, what's that to me? Lord Caitanya said that. He says, unless Krishna arises in the heart, that's the Spirit arising. And it makes your worship juicy, interesting, fascinating. It hooks you forever. It's the best deal in town. It's the best product in the whole universe, even in heaven. That spirit is greatly prized if they're even aware or clear about it. This is Bhakti Devi, talk about Radha. Talk about devotion too. People university, this Radha, they can't understand the name. Everything is name. That's the sectarian thing. You gotta, if you're preaching, go talk about devotional energy. People can get that better. Otherwise, Radhe, that's only for the Hindus, man. We're here for everybody. Speaking their language. They don't understand Radhe. It's like having dolls and worshiping dolls. They don't know. See? Universal. Speak to everybody. People, they don't know what's this Radhe doll thing. That's for Vaishnava, Hindus or Vaishnava, And even then, they don't know anything beyond the doll. That's all they put the pictures up. Radha and Krishna, just pictures. Yeah. See, devotion is the energy, man, potency. Speak in potencies. You get a little more understandable because that's how it shows up in you, man. It's the potencies. See? Yeah. And then you speak about, Radha is the receptacle. She's like, a body filled with this bhakti, devotion. See, you can be a body filled with this devotion, not just with the name. You're going to need the devotion in the container. That's the main thing, isn't it? That's what's inside. This is the thing superficial preaching people do, sectarian. And it becomes like, what is it, Radhe doll thing? Like dolls, right? You got to, picture preaching, pictures. Yeah, so anyway, people help them understand more, get it more clear, because you're feeling it, right? Don't you feel that the devotion inside? Well, that's Radha's feeling that. Speak about what you're feeling inside. But anyway, we're all kind of trained that way, being Hare Krishnas. Amy Rose, well, thank God you don't hold anything back. I, for one, can handle the truth. Just throw it at me, throw it all at me, because if you don't tell me of these things, then I won't know them. Yeah. See, only the Father knows the Son, and the Son knows the Father, and the Son, can reveal the Father whom he chooses. And actually, as the devotees grow in the Spirit, you'll be sharing revelations. It's great. Like Lalita shares many things, Johan. All these things come from their worship in the Spirit. It's interesting, fascinating. It's wonderful. It keeps it juicy. That's why don't neglect the classes of the students. Don't just come to mine. But, of course, be a little discriminating. If some students here, they just love to go on and they speculate still, or they go on and you got to hear a bunch of, like other things. Anyway, just be a little discriminating. And, the ones who give the deepest from the Spirit, and is the ideal. And also, like sometimes long class, like Lalita, sometimes now she's giving some longer classes. Yeah, I'm sorry, what? Go ahead.
If it's too long, just tell me, Guru Maharaj.
It's not too long, man. Just listen, okay? You don't have to. It's not too long. No, but take it in, and also because, this is a long class too. This is special. I mean, this is really, a special deal too. If you just like one after another, how are you going to have attention? I mean, don't you have to take care of your body? I mean, I do. I don't know. Maybe you're not like me, but I don't know. I'm just throwing it out because you got your personal situations. I mean, I got to go exercise a little bit. I think about what she said, or chant a little bit, just kind of like, not just one after another. Then you can't put your full attention here. At least I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. Are you any different? Maybe you are, Maybe you have a different situation. But this one after another, especially when this is coming up. I mean, to me, this is, it's like the Lord comes really deeply and we're here to be, so just check yourself. I mean, if you can do that, great, and be fully attentive here. But if you're just kind of here like this is just another class, and you're just halfway there with that class and halfway with another one, whatever you do it fully, like really full attention. Yeah, go ahead, Lilita.
Yeah, it's difficult to digest all those classes. It's true. I had my hour, and then others started to take my hour, so I adjust. Then another one takes my hour, then I adjust again, and I adjust again. Maybe I should go live in the afternoon.
No. You know what? You just go. Okay, you go live when you're ready to go live. Okay, you do it. I don't care whoever else. Don't do this etiquette thing that because Jan goes on there and just wants to jump in there. Do it. You go live. You have that thing. You just do it. Okay, and or anybody else, you do it first. Okay, that's just, and don't just. Don't wait, because they're going to do this. They're going to jump in, and Tom's going to come in and all this. You go live when you're ready, and you just do it. Because your class is more important. Also, Johan, he used up No, but if too many people come in there and then you got to go later and all, no. Priority is on. See, I was thinking about this. Like on the when I was in the Narayan Raj group, they used to do this external thing. Like they would say, "Oh, you're a Prabhupada disciple. You get up on stage." See, and everything was so friggin' external. Nobody went by bhakti. So now we're going to go by bhakti. Lalita will go live because of her bhakti. Okay? Her devotion, her clarity, like that. Priority. Okay? And when she's ready to do it, she'll just do it. You don't like it? Too bad. Okay? And Johan, you guys seem to work out good like this together. But all the others, I mean, just priorities. And then sometimes River goes on, she goes on a long time, and then you got to wait. No. Priorities, I don't care. If she has a problem with that, that's too bad. Lalita, is a priority here. It's by bhakti here, not by external stuff. And that's just the way it is. You don't like it, too bad. That's good for your false ego purification. You got to learn to evaluate by bhakti. And I don't want that, because then she has to hold back for a while, and then it might be the wrong time and all that. So no, you do that. I mean, I like waking up and hearing her class. It's very important. So let's go by that. All right, does that make sense? Yeah, and like when my class is coming up, I don't want to, let her class digest a little bit. Don't just everybody just jump right in there and take everybody's attention so they can't be fully attentive here. You also, get down, do something, man. Go exercise, do some push-ups or something. Take care of your body, man. This is body, spirit, and soul, everything. Maybe you need to eat something. Then you don't have to sit there and eat during the class here. Whatever, just be smart. I mean, hopefully you got the spirit now. You can figure these things out. If not, I'll keep telling you stuff, help you out. And then evaluate it. Maybe this isn't for you, what I'm saying. Don't be a blind believer either. Like, well, he said to do this. Somebody still do that. Well, before I just said to do this, and I got to do that. I'm resentful, and I hate this. Come on, man, grow up. This might not be for you. What I'm saying right here. But I just feel like saying it. I don't know. Express yourself. That's why I even tell the demons, express yourself. George Soros, he was, I think, stuffing himself too, because he said when he finally started to feel good, really express good. He said when he thought he wanted to be like God here on earth, he said he started feeling really great. He started to, just like his energy was expressive. What is that? It's Krishna. It means the Lord, everybody is a servant of the Lord, even the demons. Kamsa was a servant of the Lord. This is why I can't hate anybody, I can't hate him because, even Acharya Dev, who I always poo-poo all the time. And I'm Radhanath. You're all servants. I know that, but I still got to preach like this. Because otherwise people just draw this thing out. They go on the many loud Narayan Raj. What are you doing on the many lifetime path? We're giving the friggin' spirit out, for God's sake. Okay, they did their service. Now it's time for that to decrease and this to increase. And also the rules and regulations of Prabhupada, even on his order, we're doing this. So, what are you doing over there? We're giving the spirit now. Why waste time? Why do you want to draw this out many lifetimes? Okay. And if you can't hear what I'm saying here because you're a goat, no, stay on your goat path. No problem. It's divine, like Krishna Das Kaviraj, they said, when there is one opinion and then when the Acharya disappeared, then there were two opinions by destiny. By destiny, people were just fault finders and speculators and all that. They went on the wrong path. Well, they didn't go on Lord Caitanya or the Acharya's path. And then there were the ones who did. See? So we're like that. We're the ones who do. We're on the real path. We prove it every day, and I'll tell you what that means. Otherwise, it's just a code that nobody can break. You wonder, there are the real followers and the false followers. Oh, so what? Let's move on. Oh yeah, it's very important to find out what how many years you would be saved in ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and Gaudiya Samiti? How many years you would be saved if you listen over here? Because we prove that this is the real path. This is the real followers of Lord Caitanya, because we got the real ecstasy, and that is the false followers, man. Save you some years or lifetimes, because if you stay in that for lifetimes, see? And, by destiny, if that's the way you're a goat, you go that way, the sheep will come over here. Those who are meant to come here, I just save you some time, and you'll thank me for it eventually. When you start to, grow up and get some sense, and the poison is counteracted of this Maya that you've been bitten by religion and by these religious leaders, there's still poison in their preaching. I'm here to siphon it off. How do you do it? Well, like this. Truth will set you free, right? Somebody said that many thousands of years ago. It's still applicable. Truth is no respecters of persons. That's why the truth doesn't respect Acharya Dev, doesn't respect Radhanath unless they're in the truth. Otherwise, like the truth doesn't respect Gaur Haridas, or it does. That's simple. Does he come up to that respectable position of truth or not? Simple, right? The truth is no respecter of persons. If you don't come up to the standard, you'll break. That's why we only got 14 people out of 14 zillion Vaishnavas, because they can't take the truth. It would break their illusion, and they're not ready for it. Hey man, can you come up to the standard there, Acharya Dev or Radhanath or the Pope or whatever, Christian or whatever? Can you come up to the test of truth? Well, I got the truth right in the book, and you can check it all there to see if Gaur Haridas is being conclusive and clear, right? Hey man, I'm not a blind believer. I don't want to take any blind believers. You check it on your own heart and your experience of the spirit and the book, and then you got Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. We're very strict about that here. Where's Acharya Dev with all his book learning and all? Where's your Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra thing? Where's your ecstatic devotion to show that you're a real follower of Lord Caitanya? Where's your conclusiveness because of that? And give the scriptures in the vision of the revealed scriptures like it's done here. You can check. If it's in the vision of the revealed scripture after you hear this talk, you look in there and you'll see, whoa, wow, I didn't even see it before. Now I do. Right? You see any of these things before? No, this is the way it comes. You follow the real process, the real formula, and you become a real devotee. You get the spirit. Why? Because it's being given now. I don't believe it. I think I know so much. Okay, go amongst the goats out there. Go follow the goat path, the false followers, for a lifetime or two. And whoever Krishna draws here, they can come here. They know, I know, or we know ours, right? You can tell, even not only me, but you guys are getting purified. You can tell who belongs here. You see an Amy come along or a Fanny, think, wow, we found a brother and sister, right? The Dieters come along, and the Carolina, you can see, oh, they're outsiders. They don't want to come inside. I mean, we invite them in. Many are called, hey, Dieter, why don't you come in? No, I want to just blaspheme and criticize. And Carolina, no, we don't need to come in there. No, I'm not going to be alone in Vrindavan with me and Krishna, and there are not going to be any gopis or any friends, because I know all about Vaishnavism and everything. Oh, okay, you're staying outside. You don't want to get purified. Well, stay out there for a lifetime or two. You don't perfect your bhakti until you come where perfection of bhakti is being given. It's perfected with the spirit getting purified. Here, purifying us. Ooh, mean machine today, huh? Meanie. Just a mean dude, man. Scowl around it. You know, Krishna, in 10th Canto, I used to love this story. The people, the devotees Krishna have are all different, you know. The Vaishnavas, you have no idea the Bhagavatam, man. You know, you don't even know anything, these guys. The Narayan Raj, you guys don't know the Bhagavatam. You have to have the spirit, and the spirit wasn't given. He even told you, hold it back if you got it. But yeah, if you got it, okay, it wasn't given. That's the bottom line. It wasn't given.
It's the clap and the disc.
Yeah. So Krishna had a devotee. He was a sage, and so see, devotees can be devoted. He was an austere sage that did renunciation, and renounce and all that. And the guy was always angry. And he come Krishna. He loved Krishna, but he talked in anger to Krishna. These demons are giving a problem. And Krishna loved it because he was a devotee. He saw the devotion in him. He knew Krishna, had faith in Krishna like this, but he had this mood, kind of angry mood. That's how it is. You got to see beyond the externals. Otherwise, you think a devotee is always peaceful, always like this. And this guy, you have no idea. You come here and we'll teach you these things. Otherwise, you don't know. You'll never be able to participate in a Leela with Krishna. Yeah.
That's what they play, but they are inside. They are not like that. That's hypocrisy.
Yeah. So the devotees, they have different moods. Yeah. Like Jagannananda, he was an angry. They would fight with the Lord Caitanya. But he loved Lord Caitanya. And that's the thing. There's a love there. No matter how much he fought, he still loved the Lord. He wouldn't, he would never give up his love. But that was his relationship, was to fight, to quarrel. And the Lord reciprocated. He'd quarrel with Jagannananda because he was actually Satyabhama. They would also quarrel. She would quarrel with Krishna, in the previous Leela. So he had that mood. It's an eternal mood. So the Lord reciprocates with his devotees. Devotees, see? And if you've got the pure devotional potency, you may have different moods. In Vrindavan, the gopis have different moods. Some are more peaceful and tolerant. And, Krishna will sometimes do things, that are pretty outrageous. And they'll just tolerate, Krishna will be merciful to me. And some get very angry at Krishna and they fight with him. And he usually likes that more, it's more. No, he likes it all. But anyway, so the different devotees have different moods in their relationships. See, it's all transcendental. Yeah. It's like me, that's what bewilders a lot of people about my preach. I'm I have a warrior spirit. I just make war, In fact, you can't do this kind of work unless you make war with Maya. I have to make war with Maya, wherever it is, attack it. That's part of it. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Krishna gives us that spirit. I'm amazed about myself. I was not like that.
You were shy.
The sword of the Lord, he gives it. If you want to be a soldier, I heard Vaidhi Bhaktas say that we are the soldiers of the Lord. I never saw them being a soldier. And then little by little that came inside of me.
Yeah.
I said, what's this? He's pushing from within.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's then you're in full range of service. Otherwise, you're holding back. See, full range. It's like that movie with little Krishna. He's nice, real kind and sweet and all this. And then the demons come and he puts on the armor and he takes the warrior stance. So we do that too, and it's just part of it. But devotees misunderstand because they read the scriptures and they don't know the full range. They say, well, devotee is always humble. Well, yes, but you don't see the mood. Underlying everything is that there, but then there's the various moods. If you say a devotee is always humble, and then you're always looking for this thing like this, then you see Jagannananda quarreling with Lord Caitanya, you think he's offensive, right? Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
Humbleness is not the same as being asleep. You can be in full rage and being very humble.
Yeah.
In transcendental and being very humble because
humble is a mood, just like anger is a mood. Humbleness is a mood. So that mood will be expressed at the appropriate time. And the devotee relishes these moods. Just because the Lord, this is a symptom of intimacy. The Lord and the devotees are relishing these moods together. Otherwise, you don't know the Lord. You're not in the Vrindavan mood. The devotees are relishing the moods. They're so close with Krishna. See, you got Vrindavan. This is an external idea to show you, oh, look, Krishna, they're very close with Krishna, is like their friend and everything. Well, this happens internally. You don't have to be in Vrindavan with Krishna in the body. As I said, that should be going on in you if you really are a Vrindavan devotee. You don't need to be in Vrindavan 5,000 years in the past, or wait, for another. That should be happening now if you're a real devotee. See, and then you bring Vrindavan, because we're here to express Vrindavan, not hold it in, hold it back from people. No, it's like Krishna when he said. When he was disappearing, he's thinking, for a long time I have not given what this Vrindavan Braj Bhakti to people of the world. See, given this spirit. See, so he came as Lord Caitanya to begin that. This is what you Vaidis don't understand out there, man. You don't understand the ways of the spirit, that it's being given. You're still trying to attain it. You're trying to show God. It's like these people. When I was in Radhakund and I look at Govardhan, these guys in the pouring rain, they're putting a rock in before them. They carry this big bag of rocks with them, man. And they put a rock and they pay obeisances. And they're going in the mood. Lord, you see, I'm trying to attain you. You see, Lord, do you see my sincerity? And they take them like 30 days to go around that mountain. 30 days, in the rain and everything. They get sick, skinny, all that. You see my sincerity, Lord. That's what you Vaidis are basically doing. That's an extreme example, but that's what you're doing with your austerities and everything. What is the truth? The truth is a spirit is be given. Listen up, Radhakund, Babajis, and listen, my ex-wife, Mahavirya, Meena. Let's say personalize it. And everybody else that is left. Because not being clear about this. And ISKCONs and Gaudiya Samitis and the Namara and Maj groups. Listen up. The spirit is being given. Just take the gift, because otherwise you will not get it by your austerities. You can't do enough austerities to get this spirit. The Lord showed it by kicking the brahmachari out of his kirtan. Get out of here, man. You can't do enough austerities or renounce enough to get this. Just take it by getting it when it's being given, and it's being given now in 2023. What is it? May. What? 19th. Now! Come into this Sangha, for God's sake. Truth is truth, right? You TikTokers, listen up. You come here, you just come here regularly, and you'll be so grateful. You can thank me later, because you can't know now. If you will do this for 30 days, you may get a great revelation that you can't get your whole life doing something else, because we got this special spirit that gives us all these realizations of the best things in this whole universe and world. You know, the best understanding of the truth you're all seeking in your heart, the best communion, intimacy that we're all seeking in our hearts. We've got that. We're here to distribute that. And you may not understand what we're saying here, because these Vites certainly don't. But it could be that easy, because the Spirit is being given. I don't have to die either and wait. You got to wait for the Pentecost or something. We're giving it now, you know. I want to see what's going on there. I don't want to, you know, go and watch from the background. I want to participate in this spiritual birth, right? Yeah, and so we're all participating in this. Yeah, the internal potency is given. You can ask Fani. He's starting to pick it up too, right? You know, he's coming more often. That's how you know. You know, when you get the Spirit, you realize, wait, man, I want to. It's like you got a fire now. What do? How do you keep it going? You got to stoke it, man. You got to put the wood in it. You got to come to Sadhu Sangha, discuss Krishna, keep stoking the fire, keep it hot. Yeah, that's the sages. They wanted to do 1,000-year sacrifice listening to Sutta Goswami and Bhagavatam. They realized Sadhu Sangha, a great opportunity. Oh boy, we don't want to spend our whole lives doing what you ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math and religion, all other religions are doing. We don't want to spend our whole lives trying to perfect external bhakti. It could, you know, that'll take so many, who knows how many lifetimes. No, let us go to Sadhu Sangha. Let us go listen to an empowered devotee. Well, you got that there? We don't prove that every day? You didn't. And I could just see Acharya Dave coming and saying, you're empowered. Look at, you don't have a dhoti on. You know, Radhana, you don't do austerities. You don't follow ekadasis. They're all external ideas, and therefore, no, we'll throw the goats over to you to preach to. That's your service. If they can't get this and you can't get this, go preach to the goats there. You know, get the masses of followers until they're ready and are ready to accept the path of ecstatic love, like Lord Caitanya showed in his Leela. You got to follow that if you want the real path. The real path was shown already by Lord Caitanya, who accepted the path of ecstatic love, and we do it practically. Look at Lalita, she accepted the path of ecstatic love. She loves that path. Look at Amy, she accepted the path of ecstatic love. Look at Bhaktitam, he's accepting the path of ecstatic love and very happy. Look at Fani, he's accepting the path of ecstatic love. See, it works. See? And you guys, that's why I poo-poo you gurus. You need it, man. You got too big false egos from following the false followers and the false path, man. You got big false egos because you're not accepting the path of ecstatic devotion. And we've got it. We show it. We've been all over the internet for 25 years. How long is this going to go on? So you guys, you followers of those dead, dry branches there, you should be coming over here if you don't want to be butchering your soul. I'm speaking Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami said, one who doesn't hear the Bhagavatam, and that means hear from an empowered devotee with the spiritual potency. You're a butcher of your own soul. You're butchering your soul. Because Maya is waiting for you not to take advantage of this, not to accept the Spirit, and she'll butcher you. That's what she does. That's her game. And the best you can do is to be part of the demigods, and they don't got it yet, man. You get a little bit of relief, and then you're brought back to this world, and you can usually get bad association, and the demons cheat you and trick you and deceive you like you can see with your own eyes now, TikTokers. See? And you get in that and you become their servants, right? and then you become as tyrannical as they do. Did you see that thing I put up there? You guys, you wonder why. It's not God doing this, killing our planet, killing us. It's people. They are being engaged in the servants of demons. What do? Oh yeah, we retrofitted. They paid for us to put our plane. They're all private planes up there dumping chemicals and killing people. You know that? You can look at the thing. The guy shows you with your own eyes. You can see they retrofit his plane with chemicals to kill people. And they do it. Yeah, well, they give us a bag of money, man. That's what the whole world. You're killing each other, man. And you're engaged under the demons thing. This is as far as I can see, get the friggin' spirit while you can, because you're killing each other here. It ain't God doing it. It's the modes of nature. It's the mode that right now these demons are in charge and you're serving them. You policemen, you're going around and you're suppressing and locking people down and beating them like slaves. See, all for your bag of money. See, so that's what's going on here. The modes are pretty bad. So anyway, we got shelter from that. You want shelter from that? You got to get the spirit. Spirit is being given. You know, I don't care who you are. You could be a little Muslim with a cap on. Come get the spirit. Yeah. I ain't seeing any big spirit of bhakti anywhere there. And the Christians, the ecstatic ones even need some help. It goes for everybody. Now the spirit is being given. We're frank about it, truthful about it, like Jesus was speaking, Lord Caitanya was, Nityananda was, Advaita was. This was still held back by our recent acharyas, and now we're being frank with the world. Yeah, why wouldn't you want? This is the truth, man. Internal potency, yeah, I heard it so many times in Prabhupada's lectures, and now I can begin to understand here. That's how it is. See, because Fani and everybody else, you follow the formula, you get the result, right? It's by the action of the book Bhagavat. See, the action. Well, how does the book Bhagavat get in action? Well, with the action of the book Bhagavat in the hands of the devotee Bhagavat. See, chapter 1, on the spiritual master, the real one, man, the one that is a devotee Bhagavat. It's not just a friggin' word, man. It's the truth, man. They are the book incarnate in the body of a devotee. Why? Because the Lord, the real transcendental Lord's in them. So you got by the action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat, the mellows or devotions are instilled in the heart of the devotee. Right, Lalita? Right, Johan? Right, Tom? You're getting stuff now? Yeah. That you follow this formula, you get the result. That's the result you're starting to feel there, Fani. See, that's your testimony. Yeah, it works. Of course it works. You just have to see it in action. It doesn't work with Acharya Dev because he's not a devotee Bhagavat. It doesn't work with Radhanath because he's not a qualified devotee Bhagavat. And the whole problem is you guys think he does. And anyway, we're here to give the spirit. As long as you think they're qualified without the spirit, then you'll never get the spirit until you got to find the devotee who is qualified with the spirit of bhakti. And you can see it, they demonstrate it, and they're given it. That's where you should be. Whole world should be there. If you want to be delivered in this life even. Go where the spirit of devotion from the spiritual world. Here you see, thy will be done. This is Jesus's prayer. Thy will be done on earth. See here, May 19th. 2023, that will of God is done on earth as it is in the Garden of Eden, where the closeness of God was represented. Or Vrindavan, if you're a Vaishnava devotee, where the closeness with the supreme absolute truth was manifested. See, we're doing that. This is the will of that transcendental being that we're all connected to universally. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Sufi, Whether you're a new age person, whether you're a worldly person, there's a point of consciousness. We're all connected. It's all blissful. It's all liberated state of consciousness. And the Lord wants to give that and free us. Are you suffering enough down here? Do you want to be more locked down here in this world? You want to be beaten? You want to be thrown in jails more by the tyrants when they come up? Do you know what it is like to be in North Korea? Well, that might be the state of the world soon. Or China with all the cameras looking up your buttocks for everything what you're doing there and what's going on inside there. Yeah, the demons are very interested in what's going on in your buttocks. That's the way they are. They like that part of the body. Did you know that? That's where they come out from, and from Brahma's body, the buttocks. But so it's natural. They want to see what's going on up there. So we're here for give freedom from that, man. Come on, we have a party. This is a new kind of party, man. It's a new kind of wine to get drunk on. I mean, God, those parties are so. When I walk by the park every day, I'm here in Playa. I walk down and they're having a party. It is so boring looking. They're just the alcohol and loud, talking about nonsense. Like going in an insane asylum full of zombies. That's your parties, man. This is a party of truth, ecstasy, bliss. Every day, deeper ecstasy and bliss. Enlivening, purifying, cleansing, enlivening. Every good thing and beyond that you can even think of, you get here. You live in a liberated state, free from the threefold miseries, more or less. But the emotional stuff is easy. Yeah, well, once you get rid of that, you'll be very happy. Bodily stuff, we got these bodies, it's going to give you a little trouble here. But more or less, you transcend all of these miseries in this world. Klaus Schwab can't help you. Biden can't help you. Trump can't help you get rid of these threefold miseries. The doctors can't help you much. It's just a Band-Aid. Your psychologist can't help you much. It's just a Band-Aid. But the truth can. We can help you because we have this very deep truth in disciplic line. Hold on. We have this very deep truth in this disciplic line. Deep ecstatic happiness. This will help you. Go ahead, Tom.
It's about this identification, where we are identified that we are going to protect and to engage to protect that. So if we are identified with that mode of goodness, then we are going to protect that and feed that. But this is a higher level. This is Shuddha Tattva. We are identifying with it on the soul level, on the spirit level. And when we identify there, then we are going to live there and empower that, and not the. We don't have to empower our own butchers, the people who are butchering us. That's the inconclusive, self-destructive way.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Yeah, we're living on a soul level now, which is more satisfying. The Lord has given with the spirit, where the spirit of bhakti, this devotional energy, gives us the ability to live in that realm. Otherwise, we don't have that realm. We're still like just intellectual human people. See? But the mercy of God now with Lord Caitanya and Jesus, but with Lord Caitanya to perfect it for those who are ready and willing, you can live in the spirit too. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I was listening to a Christian preacher, which is was a symptom of like a lot of these religious people who had the Spirit. I mean, he got connection with Jesus, and he was speaking like that. But he was speaking like it's always mixed in with stuff. It's mixed in. Well, we suffer for Jesus, and and all that. So that's that's what I noticed. When I went back to Jesus fully, still there was a little suffering. It wasn't as good. When I get back to Lord Caitanya, all the suffering goes. And I'm fully understanding more of the full truth. It's like, wow. And that's when I went back and forth about 4 times. I really got it. I said, Lord Caitanya, you are special. You're a special incarnation. That's why I preach for the Christians. You should come here, man, too. You're not going to lose. You'll know more of Jesus. You'll be more clear about what he said. You'll be more understanding his mind and his heart. You'll understand a realization beyond what he gave. It's the same thing with you, Vaides. You come here, you'll understand Prabhupada's real mind, deeper mind. You'll understand what Prabhupada didn't give. This is all on his order, too. It's not like you're disconnecting. You're just moving to a deeper stage of devotional service. And if you don't, well, then you're in the back of the class, back of the bus, So you come here, you'll enter the kingdom of devotion of the spiritual realm quicker. Otherwise, and in some lifetime, you'll always have to do this. There'll have to be a devotee where the Spirit is given. Otherwise, you missed the boat. It's like a boat, we're going somewhere. Where are we going? Vrindavan. Well, the boat is here. It's on the dock. You ever see these movies with the boats? Well, don't ask Alita. But the movie with the boat on it, the boat is leaving the dock and people are late, right? And the boat is going somewhere. It's going to the island, the beautiful paradise and all this. And everybody's right there on the party boat, And so the boat is leaving the dock and the people are late. They can't get on the boat because the boat is going down the road. See, that's what happens. See, this boat, you can get on the party boat. It's docked now here. But when it embarks, which we're having the party now, you don't have to wait to go anywhere. We bring the party to the boat. See, so you can get on the boat with the party, but there's a point where it's going to move from this dock. See, when the devotees go, that's what happened with Lord Chaitanya. Devotees, they left the dock. And then everybody's just in the world. They got only religion. See? Just like now. The boat is docked here in this world. Yeah. So, hey, man, ISKCON, anybody in ISKCON want to come on the boat, this party boat with the devotion, the perfection of devotion, the real deep understanding of Lord Caitanya, and the real philosophy, the real ecstatic happiness, and all those stuff that happened 550 years? You can come on. The boat is here. Anyone with ears here? Krishna give you the ears, you'll hear. How about you, Gaudiya Smriti or Gaudiya Math? We're here starting with you guys. How about anybody in the world? How about any Muslims? You want to come on this boat? We can teach you more about Allah. You'll understand more closeness with Allah or with Christ. Anybody in the Christians? You want to have a real party, deeper party? Are you hungry to know more about God? Because that's the idea with these Christians. Oh, I'm hungry for God. Well, prove it. Because we got a very deep revelation of the Lord. Very rare what's going on here. So, yeah, I mean, you want relief? Anybody suffering out there? That statement of Jesus is magnified here. Oh, come unto me, oh, ye heavily laden. Are you heavily laden? Come here, you'll get your burdens taken off. That's what we do. We're here to take off your burdens. How about you rule followers? You're following all kinds of rules and regulations all the time, and burdened with all the rules and the ceremonies, and you got to do all that deity worship and the timings and everything, and just is all big burdensome. Come over here. You can take the burdens off. You'll get the spirit, and you just chant one name of Krishna. It's better than your 1 lakh of dry chanting. All that work, 4 hours, you say, you'll chant one name in ecstasy, and you got more purification because you got the spirit of ecstatic spirit. That wasn't given with the 1 lakh teachers there in Radha Kund and the Narayan Raj group. You look at Lalita's chanting and look at any guru in the Gaudiya Samiti there, and you compare her just chanting a few names compared to their 1 lakh, to see if they revved up to the stage that she's got. And they don't. It's just more or less dry. I know. I was in that group. I chanted 1 lakh, dry lakh. You know why I chanted 1 dry lakh? Because I was with them in that association of dry chanters. When I went alone, then I can chant even 16 names, and then my ecstasy came back. Because it's better to be with the truth alone than with those who are not in the truth. See? Because that association, it'll diminish your bhakti. This is a teaching of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He said, until you meet real devotees with real devotion, better to be alone and do your bhajan. I was at that stage from the beginning. Just took me some years to figure it out because I didn't have any. You're lucky you have living devotees here in this Sangha to help you. You're lucky. I didn't have one living person. I couldn't get the right information from even Narayan Raj or any Radhakund Babajis. That's how deep this spirit is, and we prove it. Because in all of those places, you'll never see the kind of bhakti here. So it doesn't matter what your imagination of how great those devotees are. The greatness you'll see is here as a reality, not in your fantasies over there, how great they are. And everything. The greatness that they're fantasizing about is here in reality, in truth. So that's just the truth. I love truth. I don't care if it steps on toes. I don't care if you go ouch. Yeah, it's a little ouchies. Hey, it's either the gore ouchies or the Fauci ouchies. Because even the gurus are telling you to go get the Fauci ouchie. Boy, are they big on these injections. My God, are they pushing them? Even after, so many people are so dumbed down, man. I just can't believe how. Come here, you want intelligence? Come here. You get intelligence. Yeah. Yeah, your own opinions are obstacles. That's a good point, Tom. It's true. The power, I'm just here to show the example, man, because I ain't anything. But man, the opinions of God and these acharyas are every wonderful thing. I mean, the deep opinions, not the ones they're peppering in the rules and regulations for neophytes. No, the essence, the essential message of the Bhagavad. Associate with devotees, chant in their association. And be happy forever. Join the real party. And then you'll see, automatically you'll walk by these other the so-called parties. Those are the dark reflections of this kind of party. See, come here. This is why Sadhu Sangha is praised. You come into this party, you start to experience, wow, this is a great party. You become a connoisseur. It's like you get high class, high quality. And then you're not satisfied with the low quality wine out there. You want the wine of the spirit, right? Not the wine of the world. Even if you had some of that, like I had this here and I was drinking a beer once in a while. So what? But I got a little, after a while, it's like, hey man, So it's cramping my style. I have to recover when I could be, just getting drunk on the holy name. I don't want to waste time now. Yeah, so it's amazing. You come here, you can be normal and natural, and when things are ready to be going, it's gone. You don't have to force anything here. Well, you're so lucky to have such a path. I'm so lucky to have such a path. What a powerful path where you can be yourself. Look what you got to do in religion, in ISKCON, and everything. You got to force yourself to do all these things, to be who you're not, and follow these dry sannyasis who are not self-realized. They'll tell you what to do. They'll tell you what they can't even do. Or they'll tell you, if they're really good renunciates, they'll tell you, yes, be repressed, man. Repress all these things, right? Repress. You walk around all like that. What good, You want that path? This path is so powerful, it takes care of everything. The Lord is so happy with you just coming here. I'm telling you, you'll know. He's so happy that you just come here and be with his real followers, his real devotees, Lord Caitanya's real followers, who have real ecstasy and real conclusive understanding. And just to come here and hear this, you'll go up and feel so happy. Ask Amy. Ask Fanny. Look at their testimony. I just read their testimony. Oh, wow, I just come here and I feel my life is getting so good. Everything is working out. Your vibration changes. Yeah. I was listening to these people trying to do this kind of thing, but on some other way, more hard. They want you to change your vibration, get in it so you're attracted. And here, this works. You get that vibrational, right? Because you get help. Otherwise, you're trying to raise your vibration on your own or with external means. Like this one guy was teaching about hemisync. And I was listening and he was saying all the right things about raising vibration and everything. I'm thinking, man, I just come to Sadhu Sangha and the vibration raised, everything's beautiful. Just like they say to get there, but if you do the mechanical means, always harder, and it never really works right. And that's what the rules too. The whole thing is that's for very basic neophytes. It works to a point, but it will not be perfected. This is the best way. The perfection of your regulative devotional service out there would be to recognize what we're doing. And then you should be, thank you for me following the rules and regulations because it got me to the devotee's path. That goes for everything. Thank you for making me sick for 40 years because I found the association of devotees. Oh, thank you. I was a dark materialist and now I see what real happiness is. Thank you for that path. It brought me to the truth. Oh, thank you. I was suffering in this world. I hated being in this world, and everybody treated me lousy and they just were mean and all that. But it brought me to Sadhu Sangha with the real transcendental potency being brought to me and awakening me and saving me. Wow. See? If you're a grumbler and a complainer, you're still contaminated. That's all. Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, okay. Well, you're getting purified. Just stick with it until you're grateful, whatever brought you here. If you're a complainer, that's the contamination. That's all. That's all it is. Complain until you're ready to give it up. People will probably give up your association for a while because I don't want to be with you. You want grumbler and complainer? I just say, hey man, you're looking at a glass half empty. Your glass is more than full. And you don't see that? Too bad for you. I'll just stay on there until you're ready to let that go.
Full with eternal water.
Yeah, this is the eternal. Just keep filling your glass, man. And stop looking at this other. Stop looking back. This is why Jesus said, keep looking back. You're holding on to the rocks. Let them go. I can't do it. Well, just keep struggling until Krishna will help you.
When you leave here, the purification stops, and that is butchering yourself.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you just, you're just wasting time. That's all. Every time I left the path, it was always a waste of time, but not in a sense. I thought, well, I got more realization at least. I needed to do that, obviously. That's why, a lot of people they're deterred. They say, Gohar, you went back and forth and you did this and you did that and all that. Well, I needed to do it, obviously, because I did it and I'm here now. More wiser for it.
You did decent research, and we all have the benediction of that, the benefit of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and so anything like it, whatever, if Mahavir or Meena or my ex-wife, when they come, if they come back in this life, they'll realize, well, God, I guess I needed to do it, but at least I'm back here now, and you'll be more clear. Because the bottom line is, I look at their example. Well, did you get it there? No, I'm waiting for that mercy. Oh, I see. You don't even see what the real mercy is. You're still blind. No, Gohari, this Lalita, she's a fool for following for being, that's saying that, oh, I see, you're still blind. Or Mina's preaching some else. I think she's getting a little bit, warmer towards this, maybe, who knows? Because when you're out there, you never know. It's just all by your association. If you're false, you just can, if you develop your false ego, you're blocked, right?
She says now, the only thing I do is display.
Oh, she says, you only display now? She doesn't hear. See, so she's blind. See? They're looking at the fault. They become fault finders. That's why she's not here. They find fault, therefore they can't see the beauty of bhakti and the conclusive understanding, because you're preaching so many nice things. See? So all they got is the non-display, and they just preach their speculations, and that's it, And the neophytes, maybe she has a few people listen to her. Yeah, that's why I think it's so ridiculous. Anybody coming from here going over there and listening to that, you're listening to people who are against real devotees. You think that's holding back your own progress, man. Whoever's doing that still, unbelievable. And even though you may think, see, then you're like her. You think you're really advanced and stuff, but you're not. See? Whoever is doing that, you're in bad association. You're associated with those who are against real Vaishnavas. Oh, finding fault with real Vaishnavas. And once they even got the gift, you think Krishna's pleased with that? Then you don't know what the real pleasure of Krishna is. Krishna doesn't. Yeah. No, he's happier if you go and say something, and defend that. Defend the
He's
real.
just happy with this display, actually. They have no idea what an award we get by preaching and by showing our bhakti. They have no idea what an award we get from the Lord.
Yeah. Well, this is under the authority of Prabhupada. It doesn't matter if people, they don't believe it. That's their hard-heartedness. That's why you're out there and doing the hard path. Yeah, the Mahavirya thinks it's a display too. That's why he called you a fool. See? Yeah. So they're envious. They see the envy has taken them down, jealousy and envy. Oh, it's too bad for them. Anyway, it is what it is, destiny. When Jesus was here, people left also after getting some of the gift. And John said the same thing. He said, yeah, they left after getting the gift, and Yeah, go ahead.
Can I read this question of Freddy?
Yeah, please.
Isn't that weird? You were, you are the part.
First, tell me who it is.
I said Freddy.
Oh, you did say it. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Isn't that weird that you were, are the path, and you still had to figure that out? If you have an awakening, then you feel God in such a way that you can't misunderstand, yeah?
Yeah, that's bullshit. That is such bullshit, you know. You don't understand. Lord Caitanya didn't understand. He's God. He also was wondering, he was ready to drown himself in the Ganga. He had the awakening of God. You don't have any idea you're the only person here in the world, and and nobody else has it. You're sitting there alone, and everybody wants confirmation. That's why, that's how it is. It's so phenomenal. That's why maybe some people have the awakening. They throw them in a psych hospital. They don't know. So that's what they want to do, Lord Caitanya. Nobody could confirm it except Srivas. So I had to go through. That's why I went through thoroughly enough. Okay, I got this. And Narayan Maharaj said, no, it's not real. It's shadow. I go, okay, let's show me something real. Spent a year and a half looking, associating with all his advanced devotees, all of them, every one of them, associating with the other devotees that were part of the Gaudiya Math. They have the another ones. And then the Radhakund Babajis. Oh, yeah, there's not. Yeah. So anyway, I learned my way. Yeah. And then it gets clear. Then I got the scriptures. Okay. Then people started to come spontaneous because after a while, I just started worshiping alone, in ecstasy. And then persons came along, just spontaneously. And then Prabhupada came, gave the confirmation, and that still needed a little more understanding. Yeah, you do what you got to do, man. What do you think? Bhakti Vinod, he's an acharya, right? He had the awakening. He almost still became a Christian. You're going to read his biography, man. He associated with psychics. He studied different philosophies. With different philosophers. He was looking, confirming, getting worldly experience too. What's in the world? Tasting this and tasting that. It's like tasting different preparations, and then you taste this. I mean, really deeply, and then more deeply, and then hone in on this. Yeah. So you guys can take advantage of that. And still, people need lessons sometimes. And okay, you just do, It's pretty good. You get a wide range of experience here. You don't have to go and spend, a lot of people, they go to these different paths. They go to the Narayan Maharaj group. You don't have to do that. Look at Shamarani. She went to Narayan Maharaj to get some relief from being beaten by ISKCON, This wasn't available then. See, but and she I look at the result of her. She looks weak, not kind of flimsy still. Not like Where's the they don't know the Lord Chaitanya's real followers got energy, man, power, energy, ecstasy, love, all range. It's like you're meeting a person in the world, a worldly person, but not, because it's all spirit. And it's just, that's why Vrindavan is misunderstood to be mundane, because they look like ordinary people, but they're not. They have love for Krishna. So they're extraordinary. They have emotions, but they're powerful. They got a mind, right? They think and they have thoughts, but their thoughts are powerful and deep. They have happiness, but their happiness is excessive and beyond the world. But at mundane people, they think, oh, that's just ordinary. Why don't they think this is ordinary? They think, oh, look at Gauri. He's an ordinary person. He speaks like an ordinary person because sometimes he gets angry and he gets emotional. He gets this, he's sentimental. See, it's all material for these Vaishnavas. They don't see what's really going on here. You have no idea what's going on here. I'm just barely learning myself. I love it. I love it. Even Krishna, he always wants to learn about himself. It's fun. It's an adventure, man. You know, why do you think people go to school? They like it, you know? Well, some just do it because they got to want to make. But anyway, the idea, everything, school, Krishna went to school. He liked to learn about things, you know? Yeah. Everything, you know, all things. Adventure, Krishna loves adventure, right? This is an adventure, isn't it? Oh, you come here, man. We're on I don't even have to leave my room. We're going on an adventure every day. It's an adventure. I come here for the adventure. What is Bhagavad Gita? He says, I'm adventure. See, he's the adventurer and he's the adventurer. Matter of fact, the Christians in the Bible, it says, when you get Christ, Jesus, inside strong, then you go on an adventures. The adventures is the preaching, you know, bringing people, winning souls, like we're doing. This is adventure. Look at all the people we're meeting. Look at all the nice devotees coming, one by one. And look at our changes inside, how we're getting more into it, more expressive. At least I'm looking, yeah, right, Tom? You know, we're getting more into it, you know, more deeper. It's like, great, man. So, wow, this is it. And then it rubs off. People start waking up automatically, spontaneously. Yeah. That's why it's not about going out there and having, I mean, you know, it is and it isn't. Just everything. You know, Sadhu Sangha, man. Don't neglect it. What else do you read, checking out there, Lalita?
Okay, you want the Amy Guru Maharaj? I will read an Amy. There are like human pigs oinking around, foraging for food, sense gratification. If one doesn't raise their awareness, their consciousness, then they are behaving more or less like a large upright pig that can speak. It's true, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's so true. This is a raising of consciousness. See, we're living in a divine realm. Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, people go to lectures, they go to hear things, they go to parties, because that's in us to do that. So here we're going to lectures, we're going to the music, like going to, you know, we're singing songs. See, we're going to a party also, because people like to party. I mean, I always liked to party too, but I didn't like these parties. So now we get a taste for the real party, the devotional party. Great. What else?
She also says, yeah, hear that, TikTokers.
Hear what?
Yeah, Amy says, yes, hear that, TikTokers. Yeah.
Yeah, hear that, TikTokers.
Little doom scrollers, wake up from your mind-numbing, spirit-crushing activities and listen up. The answer you seek are all here. The answers you seek are all here.
Yeah, that's so true. You TikTokers, you know, you're just scrolling and you're getting all this content. I know it's kind of interesting. I see what's going on in the world and stuff. But this is also going on in the world, and this is very deep stuff. And you got to acquire a taste. Be a little patient, and you'll see you'll get what you can't get in anywhere else in TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. I haven't seen. This is very special. So stick around long enough if you're inspired in your heart, stick around and see that special contribution that we're sharing with the world. You know, with whatever, if you're religious or non-religious, you're spiritual or not spiritual, everybody can benefit here. The message is for everyone. Hey, man, to feel relief from being miserable, yeah, that's amazing. What else?
Ammon says, yes, anyone who rejects this Sangha cannot be liberated, as this divine preaching protects us from Maya, as written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 24, verse 136.
Yeah, you can't. See, because I'm preaching the path, the best path that Lord Caitanya taught is to accept the path of ecstatic love. Because if you don't, you cannot perfect your life. Because this ecstatic devotion is so rare. It's so rare. And it just comes by accepting this path, which is the expression, these truths, this ecstasy, this happiness is very rare. And it's just simply by acceptance. You cannot earn this. You cannot do enough austerities for this. You cannot do enough disciplines for this. You cannot do enough of anything to get this, except accepting it when it's here, and it's here now. Now. And you just come into this association and you'll get purified so that you can recognize the gift, recognize these things. But some purification will be there. And that's only your past misdeeds and sins and all that stuff, But that's okay, you'll stick it out and it'll get better and better and easier. And then you have examples and role models, how the people where it's getting really easy for them. Those are sticking it out, it's easier and easier and easier.
He says, by opposing Krishna consciousness, one becomes conditioned and fearful due to the influence of Maya. And by executing devotional service faithfully, one is liberated from Maya.
Yeah, you want the slow path or the fast path? See, by rejecting this and accepting the rules and regulations only, that's for the goats. If you want to be a goat mentality, that's less intelligent. See? But accepting this is accepting real devotional service on the effective stage. You quickly make advancement to the spiritual world. Otherwise, that's very slow, more slow. If you're less intelligent, that's all you follow. That's why Prabhupada and Bhakti preached that path. And people followed it because that's all they could get and understand. I'm not preaching that path. I'm preaching this path. Just accept the ecstatic devotion of the devotees. Hear these truths, get purified very quickly, and enter into the same state as the acharyas. Very ecstatic. Go ahead.
Freddy says, we have been cheating ourselves for many lifetimes, being under the spell of Maya. And now we are gradually waking up.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. Yeah.
Amy says, I'll stick with you with the words you speak that set me free from material thinking. The words that continually pull me into the transcendental spiritual world. I'll stay on this boat that floats across the spiritual river that separates the material world from, just a minute, from the spiritual world. Yeah, it's, the Ark of Noah. I've got a great seat. I'm not giving it up.
I love that girl, man. She's a special girl, man.
I'll move over so more can squeeze in. There is plenty of room. Hop aboard board for freedom. There is enough for everybody.
You know, I love the way you know, in the pastimes, Draupadi, she had 5 husbands. You know, 5 husbands. You know, that's you know, but actually on the bhakti level, it's like when you love a devotee, you can all love that devotee. See, it's a bond of love, bhakti, devotion. You know, it's beautiful. The same thing, you know, when you hear the pastimes and as you get purified, you know, the devotees love, you just love that devotee. You love Srivas, you love, you know, it's all about loving feelings for the devotees, you Nityananda. Yeah. So we have that alive. The devotees are getting so purified here. And so with the qualities of these kind of devotees, that you can't help but love them. You know, that's Sadhu Sangha. There's no other process like this where you can get so purified to the point where the qualities of the Lord and his deep devotees begin to manifest.
Yeah. It's childlike, new
Very
and fresh.
childlike. Yeah. And very beautiful. Very
Yeah.
extraordinary.
Innocent, yeah.
Yeah.
And conclusive.
Yeah, and actually what you're feeling is basically the Lord is in us, and the devotee and the Lord, they share the same heart. So when they see the qualities of these devotees coming out, it's the Lord's love. He's very attracted to devotees who have these qualities coming out, you know. And so yeah, it's but it's hard to understand. You got to get purified, you know, a lot. That's the idea, you know, when you please the spiritual master, Krishna's pleased. It's like that, actually. It's not like there's a spiritual master and Krishna's way over there. No, you please the spiritual master and Krishna, they're like 2 peas in a pod, like really close. And that mercy flows from the Lord through the devotee into the others. Yeah, I mean, that's an uncommon attitude she manifests. Or Fanny also, uncommon, you know, just that childlike, you know, faith and appreciation and yeah, humility.
Unique style.
Unique style, beautiful. Yeah, see, this proof is in the pudding, man. Yeah. But people, you know, they can't appreciate these amazing qualities coming from the devotees. It takes some time. That's why you have to come and you know, when you're ready. Otherwise, you got out there. There's a lot of teachers out there and teachings, right? Yeah. What else?
Bani says, internal potency, yeah. I heard it so many times in Prabhupada's lectures, and now I can understand it here.
Yeah, so you're getting purified to realize that. That's great. What else?
And now Emiro says, well, thank God you don't hold anything back. I, for one, can handle the truth. Just throw it all at me because if you don't tell me all of these things, then I won't know them. Yeah.
Who said that?
Amy.
Oh, Amy.
Yeah.
She has an uncommon understanding, very deep. Hey, where are you, by the way? Why are you playing hard to get? Why is she playing hard to get, Lalita?
It's no, Guru Maharaj. Don't ask me.
Why aren't you up here, man? Go ahead. What else?
Andromeda said, just before I fell asleep, I was going to watch a documentary about him, about Chaitanya. I guess Krishna, he gave me a private showing in dream time.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Just woke up having dreamt of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but I don't recall the details yet. Well, another who is dreaming, another one who is dreaming.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm ready for a little break, I think. So let's play the song. And yeah, take a little break here. All right, what do we got here? What song should I play? George Harrison. Answer my own question.
We can make all music transcendental now, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, it's amazing, huh? I like them. All the old songs I used to like.